Hey there guys. So today we're going to do some sublimation on some outside doormats. These are a little different just because we're doing a black background on a good part of it, and since we have to panel it on the heat press, we want to make sure that that doesn't move around or lift at all because we can have ghosting on the images. So basically we're going to use some spray adhesive. So here we go. Alright, so we've got our prints for the floor mat. I did two basically 11 by 17s to get the sizing that I needed for this. So we are going to overlap these, so I'm going to trim these down just to have less to have to line up. On this outside edge, we basically want to make sure that we clear and cut just into the white. And then same on the outside edges here. We're basically just trimming away some of this just so that it's easier to line up on the mat. If that makes sense. Now on this one, since this is going to overlap, I can actually cut a little bit into the overlap since I've got a 1/2 inch overlap. That way we're sure that we get a good edge when we tape these together. Alright, so that one's trimmed down and ready. Now we'll cut the next one down. Again, this is an overlapped edge, so we can trim back some of this print. Alright, trim away some of the white again. Basically just making it a little bit, again, easier to line up on the mat once we lay it on top. Alright, so now we're basically going to lay these on top of each other and get the print lined up. So just make sure that we've got there we go, so that's good up there. The lower's a little out. There we go, so now we're lined up clean. So we'll take a little bit of tape and I'm just going to hold it in place, and then we're just going to lay some tape on the back side, stick that one down, lay that in place, do the same thing on the lower section. There we go. Now once we got those lined up, we can come around to the back and tape this in place. There we go. So now we make sure we join those well at the seam. We'll double check that we're good. Everything looks good. I'm just going to trim away this excess tape. And there we are, ready to press. Alright, so since we're going to do we're going to use Easy Tack as our adhesive to hold this in place, since we have to do two presses with, we're using a 15 by 15 heat press. So basically going to spray this on the face of the print. And then just let that set up. And then we've got the temperature set at 385. We're going to do it for 2 minutes. I found that that seems to work the best when we're doing this black background, as far as getting as much of it out as we can. Alright, so we've let the adhesive get a little tacky on the print, and then we're going to lay that in place and tack it down. And I'm just going to do a loose placement for right this second, just till we get it kind of laid out where we want it. And then once we've got it in spots, then we're going to rub that down, work our way across. Alright, then we've got a sheet. Cut, and we'll place that over on the press. Alright, we'll do our first hit. Alright, we've got about 10 seconds left. And then we'll pop it up gently, slide it over, and do the second press. Alright, so we got about 10 seconds left. Alright, and there we are. Got a good clean press. We'll let that cool down. So here is the final floor mats. I hope that this video gave you a little bit different method that might be helpful for you. Please like and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. And take care. We'll see you next time.